Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Minecraft Bedrock Homesteading. My name is Boggling10, and this is my world. There's not a lot to see at this point in time, but with the new spring drop bringing a bunch of different mob variants, especially the warm cow, the cold cow, the warm sheep, the cold sheep, etc, etc, I figured that this is the perfect time to jump into doing some nice, relaxing farming. I know most people go to Stardew Valley for stuff like that, but we can do some in Minecraft. I've spawned into a plains biome, which is perfect. I'm quite happy with some rolling hills, a bit of river action. I've got a village over there and it looks like a shattered savanna biome right in the background, but I'm gonna do some of the basic stuff and get myself a little bit of tools to start with, as we always do. Tools, as you can see by my shiny hopper, and I'm going to run over to the village that's just over this hill and grab some food, hopefully. I always feel bad taking from villagers, but man's gotta eat. Grab some carrots. I'll grab some beetroot and beetroot seeds as well. I'm gonna take some of these hay bales, yoink. Grab some sugarcane while I'm here, because they've got heaps growing. And check the blacksmith. Iron ingot, that's a shield, some saplings, a helmet, and a gold ingot, which who knows what the gold ingot's for, but anyway. And now I'm a shiny boy. And last but not least is not that one. I need a bed. Excuse me, sir. Wait, I hear something. Oh, the new firefly bushes. Excuse me, horse, I'm admiring the view. Oh, that is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to play around with these bushes some more. Excuse me, sir. Ooh, and a bundle. Well, this has been profitable. I'm now set. Now, the next step is to find some spruce for my starter house that I want to build. I need spruce, I need diorite, I need stone, and any other resources I can score along the way will be helpful. But, first things first, I'm going to travel in one direction and see if I can find some spruce. I found some spruce, and not too far away from home. Grab some diorite on the way to the spot that I want to set up. and a bit of coal while we're at it. Coal and iron is always helpful, and I might as well grab some surface ores so that it saves me going caving as much. I have a spot already picked out. I was having a little sticky beak around my spawn earlier before I went looking for spruce, and it's a gorgeous spot. It's got river, it's got rolling fields, it's got a little bit of oak forest next to it, and I'm very excited to set up my homestead there. This is the spot that I want to set up. Ignore the floating dirt, okay? That will disappear. We can get rid of that later. But it is gorgeous in my opinion. I've got a nice little sort of oak foresty section over here, and it's got some beehives already in it. Got a little bit of a cave here and a few hills, and then we've got flower fields, and sort of it rolls and undulates a little, so it's nice and unique. It's not just flat, and fields out this way will be gorgeous. And then we've got the river which flows through this area, which adds a nice bit of character to it. And I just think that this is a really nice spot to set up. I think it's unique, and I'm looking forward to turning this into a nice little farm with sort of some country charm and lots of animals and crops and so on. So I am going to keep gathering materials for my starter house, but this is the spot and I'm really excited about it. I'm to go into the mines to grab some stone and some other resources if I can find them, to finish off the starter house resource gathering. I just found a spawner. Unfortunately, it looks like it might be a spider spawner, but you know what they say, some spawner is better than no spawner. Yep, that's a spider spawner. Oh well, we make the most of what we have, and a couple of music discs helps to ease the more than a couple of music discs, and all these bones for bone meal. That is fantastic. Well, we'll be coming back to this one, given it's just down the cave from where I started. I started up in there, so it's not far. Righto. I've collected all the materials for my starter house, with lots of spruce, bit of stone bricks, more spruce, some diorite, and just a few assorted other bits and pieces. That does not include interior, but that will come later, and the house is going to be built just here. In the meantime, I've also decked myself out fully in some iron gear. Now let's get to building. Ta-da! The house is done and dusted. The first farmhouse on our homestead. Now, a couple of things. First thing is, I apologize for the shaky nature of the time lapse. I am still learning how to time lapse on Bedrock by using an alt account. And second of all is I cut the time lapse a little bit short because a creeper blew up the side of the house, which happens all the time. It blew up this section here. You might have seen it at right at the end of the time lapse. And it happens all the time in Minecraft. And I keep saying to people, I wish that creepers would damage the player but not do any damage to blocks. Make them a bit easy, but I think it'd be nice. I think it would be an acceptable change to make the game a little bit easier so that they just damage the player and they don't blow up your lovely buildings. Anyway, this is the farmhouse and I'm quite happy with it. You will have noticed too in the time lapse that there was an armor stand just over here. That's because I use a program that I can build my build. I design my builds in a creative world and then I bring them over and use the program. So that helps me to replicate them again rather than having to jump back and forth and back and forth and back and forth between worlds. I've got no garden and no sort of exterior decorating, and I haven't done an interior either. So with the magic of editing, we'll go out here, we'll close this door, and bam, we have ourselves an interior. Nice and simple. I've just framed out a wall, staircase, some wool on the ground, a few chests scattered around, and I've already done a little bit of sorting. Dining room. I added an extra door here to get out to our smelting setup on the outside. And if we go upstairs, then it's just nice and simple. We've got the big window here which has gorgeous views out into the field. This is the bedroom. Bed, little sort of peephole over the staircase. A few more chests, a few more paintings, lanterns, bushes, and I created this little spot up here, right up in the top of the roof. I have absolutely no idea what to do with it, but it's here anyway for future shenanigans, I guess. We could always put... I don't know what we could put here. But regardless, I'm quite pleased with the interior. I hope you folks like it too. It's a small house, so it's a small interior, but I'm quite happy with it. And I added just a few barrels out the front as well for a little bit more charm. So that's our starter base done. And the final thing I'll do before I sign off for the day is tell you about my plans for the future. Next episode, I'm going to go on an episode by episode basis, and I don't want to make these episodes too long either. So a little bit challenging, but anyway, next episode would probably try and get some diamond armor, and I want to start farming. I want to start farming next episode as well. But I want to do it a little bit different to regular Minecraft farming because I want it to be closer to real farming. I want to simulate sort of real life farming and real life homesteading so that I'm learning about agriculture as I'm playing it out in Minecraft. What that means, well, you'll have to wait and see. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you folks have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you all in the next episode. Hooroo!